Hello there and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We now have part 50 to close out this incredibly short month of deliveries. It's this one here, and as you can see we've got, guess what? 2 sticks. Right, but we do have something else to do in this one. So we are making bunting for Mickey's room, which is going to be fiddly, I think. It doesn't look overly complicated, it just looks like it's something you might need your tweezers for. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit fiddly. We have 2 runners which are going to attach either side to Pooh's garden, and that will close out this month. Now, I assure you this is the last time we ever get a month like this. I know what's coming right up until 100 issues from now. I know where we're going right up to 152, I believe. It's not always like this, I promise you. There are no more months where it's like this. After we've got this garden complete, I keep saying it, it's just to reassure you, after we've got this garden complete, which is only a few more issues, we're back to the main house and we absolutely fly. So the speed that we build the second floor is ridiculous, and that's what we will be moving on to. But we'll talk about that at the end. Let's get into this, let's get this done, and then we'll have a chat at the end, because there's a few other bits and pieces I'd like to talk to you about. So let's get this open. We'll take a look at we get one little cute thing with this and something to make. We'll take a look at those first. So this is our sole piece of furnishing for this one. This very cute little teddy bear. This goes in Mickey's room. Now, I don't know if this is from a cartoon or a movie. I don't think it is. But it could very well be. I just don't remember seeing it. But I know this goes in Mickey's room. It sits on one of the chairs. And rather lovely it is too. But the main thing we've got is the bunting for Mickey's room, which we are going to make. So let me take a look at the instructions and see how this goes together. So here's what we're working with. We have strings. We're making 2 strips of these. We have red, blue, yellow, and 2 sets of white pennants. Now, if I can get one of these up close, we can see what we're talking about. You see those little diamonds, those will pop out, those are going to make our flags. Now, you'll notice there's a lot more white than there is the other colours, and the reason for that is because the sequence we're going to go in is white, blue, white, yellow, white, red, white, blue, white, yellow, white. So use a lot more white, so after every colour there's a white flag, which is why you get a lot more white. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the string. So to do that, what we want to do is we want to toughen the ends of this, because you don't want them to split. So to do that, you might remember this from the kite. You can turn this string rock hard, and the way we're going to do it is we're going to pop just a little wood glue on the last 4 mils of our kite string, our pennant string. And that's it. You're just going to do that, and that will stiffen that up a treat. And we do the exact same thing on the other end. It just seals this, it stops it from splaying, it stops it from splitting. That's what we're going to do on this end as well. And that's it, that's all you need to do. That will toughen up, and that will give you a firm end. That's also going to help later on when we attach this to Mickey's room. So I'll start a couple to show you what I'm talking about, and we'll see how difficult this is or isn't. So we're going to start with white. I will need to put my glasses on for this. Okay, so we'll punch out one of these white ones here. Are these? No, are these stickers? Surely no. I have a feeling these are stickers. If these are stickers, it's just got a lot bloody easier. Surely not. I can't get them off. Right, let me try and get one of these off, find if they're stickers or not. You know what? They are the bloody stickers. So this just got a lot easier, because I thought we were going to have to glue these. Now, your first one's going to go on 1 centimetre from the end. And if you're thinking, oh Christ, we're going to get rude, right? No, you got your free cutting mat, didn't you? So all you use is one of these squares, gives you 1 centimetre. So 1 square of your cutting mat here tells me that's 1 centimetre, so I know my first one goes on there like so. So we want to try and get that as central as possible. And then all we're going to do is fold this closed and they will stick together. That's it. This is our first pendant put on. The next thing we're going to go for is a blue. Yep, blue. So I'm going to just do a couple of these. I mean, I don't want to do the entire bloody thing, but I'll just do a couple and you can see what I'm talking about, where we're going and how we're going to look. And the next one will go, it just sits next to it. So once you've got your first one on, you don't have to worry about measuring because you're literally going to sit next to this one. So again, I'm sorry this is all out of focus. I'm trying to get this so you can see what I'm doing. Let's move that over slightly. I don't want massive overlap. I just want it snug to that one. There we go. And again, we're going to bring this one down to this one. That's it. So we have white and blue on there. Now I'm going to follow the pattern in the magazine. I'm going to carry on, get this done, and we'll take a look at the first one. And there we have it. There is our bunting complete. There is another string of these to make. I'll do that off camera, I think, at kind of my leisure. But there we are. There's the bunting. It looks lovely. I mean, it looks lovely. It works. That's going to hang in Mickey's room. Straighten that one out. I don't know what's going on with that one. That looks mental. There we go. But yeah, that's how we're looking. Looks alright. It's perfectly easy. I mean, with stickers, that makes life a lot easier. I thought we were going to have to glue these closed. So, real simple. Let's move on to the main build. Okay, so I've propped this up so we can see what we're doing. We are installing this piece into here. This is going to work as a runner for our drawer. So we're going to take our long piece here. We're going to glue it up. So we're going to need our glue. Here we go. We're on the full length of this rail. There we go, and then it really is just a simple case of slotting this one in. Push all the way along, make sure that this bonds. Okay, so it's one. Let's prep our next one. Let's turn it around and we'll prep our next rail. Whoops. Okay. So taking our second rail and do the exact same thing again. Time to refill the applicator bottle, I think. By the sounds of things, got a lot of air. Right. Okay, so that's that one. And we lift up, slot into there. And this one's got a little bit more resistance. But that's it. That's in, I hope. Yeah, that's in. Yes, okay. So it's that one in, and that's that one in. Now, when we come to it, I'm going to show you how to wax this. With the wooden models that I build, something that makes any sort of movement a lot easier is waxing. So you wax your parts. If you wax in the right place, you get incredibly smooth movement. But when we get to that, I'll show you exactly how we do that. That's unfortunately it for issue 50. Let's have a chat. So that's it for issue 50. Again, I mean, it's short now. I mean, this was stick month, is what this was. I mean, essentially, we got 8 sticks. That's all we got for January. But look, as I said, this is the one month where this happens. This doesn't happen again. So I promise you, every other month that's coming up, there's always some substance to it. This just seemed like a very bizarre one. This seems like they fleshed this one out to add some extra issues. It's the economics of it, I understand. But next month, exciting things are coming next month. So it'll be quite the contrast from this. So next month, we will do a tiny bit of Pooh's Basement. Not much at all. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was receiving a phone call. With it being January, the nature of what I do for a living, recruiters and business agents and things like that go mental in January, and I get absolutely bombarded with phone calls. If I see a private number, it may be about the kids, I have to answer it. Sorry. But as I was saying, so next month we do a very little part of Pooh's Basement, tiny bit, not much at all, because this isn't done. We've still got to fit the door to this. There are also some picture frames that go on the wall, and the front part of it. The front part was not been done for a while. That builds up what's essentially the bay window of the outside, but that'll be coming. A little bit of Pooh's Basement in, I think, 54. But 51, 52, and 53, we're moving back to the main house. So we're building the frozen staircase. We're finishing the frozen room is what we're doing. So we're building that very large, ornate staircase that goes into the frozen room. It's going to be very exciting, because what that also means is we're going upstairs. And we are going to absolutely fly. So the next 3 months, honestly, the build accelerates again. So you build that top floor in no time at all. That second floor absolutely flies up. So before you know it, this is going to become very large very quickly. So it's quite the contrast from stick month to us going to building big, because the next thing we're doing is, after we've built that staircase, again, a little bit of Pooh's Basement, but after that staircase is built, we're adding the ceilings to the lower floor. So, and we're also adding the electrics. So it'll be ceilings for the Alice kitchen, the frozen room, Mickey's room. We'll have the electrics to add the light bulbs to each of those rooms. Don't panic the electrics, I promise you, it's easy. Then we move up. We're building the walls for Ariel's bathroom. We're building the walls for the Aristocats music room. We're building the walls for Cinderella's bedroom. And it flies. It really does. There are doors to add. The doors up on the second floor, a lot easier than the doors you've been doing downstairs. A lot easier. Because it's literally 2 pieces go together and they fit straight in the hole. There's no pins to add, no nothing. Once it goes in, the frame holds the door in place. They're a lot easier than the doors we've done up to this point, I promise you. So the last sort of more advanced door will be going in Winnie the Pooh's basement. So that little hole in there will have a door in it, the same way we've built the other doors in the house up to this point. But I promise you, every door after that, simple. They're really not difficult. We've got a lot of good things coming, I promise you. So even though this is a disappointing start to the year, I'd say, the way we've done this, I mean, it does look nice. The one thing I can't take away from this, with the finish, it does look nice. It looks polished now. It looks a lot more professional than it did. And those sticks have made an impact, but they are bloody sticks, aren't they, is what they are. But I mean, Pooh's Basement feels sturdy now. It feels solid. It feels smooth, which is going to be important when we run it. And as I said, I will show you how to wax this so it runs smoothly. So you don't have to use oils or anything greasy like that, but wax works wonders, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. And you don't need to buy anything special. I guarantee whatever I say you've got kicking around at home. So it's a nice, easy solution. It just makes this thing run smoothly, right? Because what you don't want is a drawer that jerks out, because if it does that, it's going to shake the house, and we don't want to shake the house by shaking all those little things all over the place. So that's it for this one. Something I'd like to talk to you about just very quickly is Kev and Kirsty over at the Nexus channel, who are also building this, who run a lot of the groups that some of us frequent, ran a Partwork awards ceremony for 2022. And one of the categories was Best YouTube Newcomer. And we were nominated thank you very much. And we won, which we really didn't expect to win, and it was quite humbling. The kids went nuts when our name was read out as a nominee. As far as the kids were concerned, we'd won, and they weren't running around the house screaming. When we actually won it, they went nuts. So it was a really nice way to end the year. If you're one of the people that voted for us, thank you so much. It's very humbling. It was very sweet of you, and it was really kind. So we thank you, because we're made up about that. We really are chuffed. It was lovely. Regards to what's coming up this year, loads, absolutely loads. So honestly, by this time next year, by Christmas of next year, on our second year of the build, the house will have all 3 floors on it. So you will have, the whole thing is pretty much built, and then we're moving on to adding the cladding and things like that. So this is an exciting year. It starts slow, but I assure you, this thing is going to get huge really quick, and it's going to look absolutely lovely, and I can't wait for that. But there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things you can look out for this year if you're looking for stuff to sort of dress up your house a little bit as well. This is actually the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company, not the man himself, the company he founded. So Walt Disney Studios are 100 years old this year. So they founded in 1923. So this will be 100 years old. Believe it or not, we're not that far away from Snow White turning 100, which is crazy if you think about it. But we're going to see Snow White turn 100 very soon. So there will be a lot of things floating around, regards to sort of celebration merchandise and things like that. That we might be able to pick up some nice things for our houses, you know. So be on the lookout for those. We have lots of fun stuff coming up on the channel. So I know this is wildly different from the Doll's House build, but we have just started building the Dark Knight tumbler from the Batman movies. So if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, you can go and see that. We did a lot of Row Life, Roco, and Robot Time models over Christmas, which are these little wooden models you can see over here. So please feel free to go check those out. There's some really lovely ones on there. And as I said, we're in the middle of building Alice's tea shop at the moment, which is going to look gorgeous when it's done. And that will be up on the channel as well. We will be back in, I assume, February. It could be the end of this month. In fact, I think it probably will, but we might be the end of this month. We'll see. But we'll be back in around about 4 weeks with more Disney Doll's House. And I can't wait, because as I said, we're going back to the main house and we're building the frozen staircase, and it seems like I've been away far too long. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for all your support through 2022. Here's looking to a good 2023. If you've come this far, keep going. You're doing great. You really are. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Please remember to both like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're perfectly friendly. We'd love to have you along for the journey and watch this whole house grow. That's it from me. Please remember, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com, and we will catch you very soon for more on the channel. We will catch you in about 4 weeks' time for more Disney Doll's House. I'll see you then.